Welcome to another session of Clearing Our Implants. This is the English International session, and we welcome you and thank you for joining us today. And while we are waiting for everyone to gather with us, we are going to do a moment of meditation. And what we're going to do is visualize this session and all participants surrounded in beautiful white light for protection and healing. And today we are also going to surround ourselves in the beautiful violet flame. So if you could just close your eyes for a moment as we visualize this violet flame coming from its primary source to place a circle of protection around us during and after this session. And we ask this violet flame to transmute anything that does not serve the light. Let's continue to visualize this for one moment. Thank you. And thank you for that extra beautiful light and protection today. So welcome. We are cracking the matrix today and clearing our implants, where we will not only heal ourselves, but heal the world. And we welcome everyone from around the world today. Tell us where you're coming from in the chat. My name is Deborah. I'm in the United States. And I will be facilitating this session today. I am a leader with the Sisterhood of the Rose Planetary Network. And some of you may know me from my interviews with Cobra. There was another one coming out. And I'm going to share a little bit from what we talked about yesterday. So during this session, so stay tuned for that. I also have a great international team that I would love to introduce and have them say hi for a moment. So hello, May, could you say hi to us?
Hello, good night. I'm May. I'm here in Netherlands. I'm your technical support. Today I'm feeling very happy to participate again in this new session. And really, I'm very enthusiastic and excited. I don't know what to say about, because I feel it, Deborah, you have very nice info to sharing with us. So this the same. Wow, my heart is so anxious about this. So good night, everyone, and enjoy the session. Thank you.
Thank you, May, and thank you for helping us on the technical side of things. And yes, I'm excited to share a few things too. So let's say hello to Agnes. Hi, Agnes.
Hi, Deborah. Hi, everyone. We are glad that you all came here to crack the matrix together. I'm coming from Hungary and have the Hungarian translation, and also with some English. Thank you.
Thank you, Agi, for bringing your beautiful goddess energy today. And another beautiful goddess we're going to say hello to is Cindy. Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Deborah. Hi, everyone. And thanks for being here with us. I'm Cindy from France. I manage the French Prepare for Change website and the French We Love Mass Meditation website, some Facebook and Telegram groups. I participate in the English and French clearing implant session, and in French Live to explain Cobra's article, and spiritual marathon. Thanks for being here to help us to crack the matrix.
Yes, Cindy, you are doing some wonderful work on the planet to help crack the matrix. So thank you for your contribution here today. And thank you also to everyone who is saying hi to us in the chat. We do appreciate you being here. Hopefully you are aware that the more you do these sessions, the more powerful they are for both you and the planet. So we really want to thank our regular attendees for your commitment to doing this work. And we would like to welcome anyone that is new. If this is your first time, we welcome you so much with such big open arms. And thank you so much for being here today. So we're trying to post everyone's announcements. I'm sorry if they're coming in pretty fast, but we'll try to keep posting your hellos. And let us just talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be, first of all, explaining the implants. Again, this helps the newcomers to understand exactly what we're doing, and it's also a good reminder for those of you that have been here before. And then we're going to prepare ourselves for the work that we're going to do today. And there is 3 important steps that we do to prepare ourselves to begin the implant clearings. The first one is a protection protocol, because protection is very important when we do this work. We will be invoking command 1221, and we will also be invoking our I am presence. And then we will move on to the core exercises. Remember, these are the exercises that do help us to actually start to dissolve the implants. First of all, we're going to do a contracts cancellation exercise. Then we're going to do 2 triangulation exercises. These are the key ones that really, really work to start dislodging these implants. One is called I Am God, and the other is Sex is Love. And we will explain more of what those are and how they work later on in the session. Then we'll give you a chance to share your comments, ask any questions. We'll do some sharing. And I will be mentioning some really important upcoming global meditations, as well as sharing a little bit more information from Cobra. And again, Cobra, if you're not familiar with his work, we follow a lot of his work here. He has a blog at 2012portal.blogspot.com. And a lot of the work we do here is inspired by his intel that he does provide to us. So that is what we will be talking about in a little bit. Well, let me first share that these exercises are translated in other languages too. All the languages that you see on the screen here have been translated so that if you prefer, you can do the exercises in these languages, and you will find those translations at victorialuminis.fr/clearing-implants. So because this is an international session, we encourage you, if you would like, to check out that website to find a translation in those languages. And I was going to give you guys a teaser of what Cobra said. Actually, I'm going to back up so that we're not distracted. I just want to share that I recently had an interview with Cobra for Sisterhood of the Rose, and asked him about the implant sessions and the effect that they are having, the impact. And I wanted to share this right off the bat. The interview has not been released yet, so you guys are getting first scoop on some of this stuff. So see, these are advantages of attending these sessions. Oftentimes we share some stuff that we get behind the scenes. So that's why it's kind of fun, hopefully, for you guys to be here and hear some of this. But I would like to share you what Cobra said in terms of when I had asked him about the implant sessions and what he had thought the impact was. And he said these sessions have assisted quite much. And I would encourage everyone who is involved in these sessions, if they feel so guided, to continue the sessions, to expand these sessions, because these are really a helpful tool for the light forces to clear the implants faster and more efficiently. What people can achieve is deprogramming, dissolution of limiting belief systems, liberation of consciousness that can definitely be a result of this clearing process. And then we talked a little bit more about this a little further. And so I will share at the end of the session, because I'd like to get on to our exercises. But I'll share at the end a little bit more information, especially as he was talking about the topic of the toplet bombs, which some of you may be familiar with, are basically the biggest obstacle to the event. So I will share more of that in a little bit toward the end of the session. So let us move on to keep things moving here. Let's for about 5 minutes, I'm going to explain what are the implants. If you've heard this before, you can go out and get your water or a cup of tea, or you're welcome to sit through this. But I would like to explain for those of you who are not familiar what the implants are. Approximately 25,000 years ago, dark forces took humanity hostage, and they created a quarantine around Earth. They created this virtual reality control system that is usually referred to as the Matrix. And this Matrix is held in place by these implants. The implants are one of the means of control that they use to keep this Matrix strong. Implants are programmable crystals that continue to be put into the mental, astral, and etheric bodies of every human upon incarnation. So in other words, these are non-physical implants that are placed into our non-physical bodies. And so in every incarnation, so every time we incarnate, these implants create a space-time black hole anomaly, thus confusing human mind and emotions. Every person has 3 primary implants that we will describe next, and each implant holds belief systems that do limit our spiritual evolution. And so the light forces have begun with this gradual clearing of humanity's implants, but we can help by doing what we're doing today. By doing these implant removal techniques, we are actually helping the light workers. We are facilitating, the light forces and light workers, but it's facilitating the actions of the light forces to liberate the planet. So it's kind of like we're giving an extra push. They're doing the work on their side. We're doing the work on our side. And, when I was talking to Cobra, he explained it really, really well, why it's so needed that we here on the ground in the physical do our work to complement and match and really ignite the work that the light forces are doing. It really, really is needed at this time. We're at a point where we can't just sit back and wait for the light forces to liberate the planet. We are needed, and we are needed to be very, very proactive on what we're doing. So again, so much gratitude for all of you for being here today. Cobra also made a very powerful statement that light workers really do not understand how important they are and how important their work is and what an impact it makes. And so it can be a little discouraging sometimes being in the place that we are, but it's very, very important that we continue to do this very important work. And as I said, I'll speak more about this later. So I'm digressing here. So let's move on real quick. I want to show you where the 3 primary implants are. 2 of them are positioned in our head, in the frontal lobe area above our eyebrows. These are called the vertical implants. There are 2 of them, and these were placed here by the dark forces to create a separation from us, from source, and to separate us from our higher self, which understandably you can see that being such a big problem, because it really does create all these feelings of separation that we have, and all these feelings of loneliness, and it affects our decision making, and it stirs up our survival fears because we feel so alone, and it blocks our intuition. It blocks our telepathic messages that we can receive from higher sources in our higher self. It makes us confused, and all of this confusion and all these distracting thoughts that we have. And these are all because of these vertical implants. And I know you all know what I'm talking about. We all experience this, at times when we're trying to meditate, or we're just in general have this low grade sense of loneliness. And so this is because of these vertical implants. And so we do the exercise, I Am God, to help those. Then there's one more that we're going to be working on, one more, the primary, and that is the horizontal one. And this is located in your navel area, right above your navel, and it's near your solar plexus. And this one was placed in this position by the dark forces to create a separation, to cut us off, to cut the separation between our heart energy and our sexual energy, and also to create a separation between men and women. Men and women were actually implanted with two different implants so that we have different concepts of what love is and of what sex is. And so this is why it causes conflict and division and arguments and separation between men and women. This particular implant also blocks our emotions, it blocks our creativity, and it also blocks that very important flow of Kundalini life force energy within our body. So we will do the exercise Sex is Love to help dissolve that one. And as I said earlier, before every incarnation, we are reimplanted again. And the reason is so that we are kept in this place of amnesia and to keep our vibration as low as possible. That's what these implants are there for. So we will chip away at them. Doing one session, I have to tell you, does not remove them completely. We wish, but it does help with some of those things that Cobra had mentioned before. So that's great that you're doing these. Quick suggestions. So important that you protect yourself when doing these exercises. Remember, these implants have been here for a very, very long time. They play a key role in control of us and keeping the matrix in place. And so we have to protect ourselves from dark entities. They don't want these removed. So by doing protection, it clears the way and it keeps us in a very, very powerful and safe place. So we will be doing that in a moment, some protection. Some extra protection. We already did some, but we're going to be doing a protection protocol. Also, when we invoke our I am presence, it helps to legitimize the contract cancellation exercise, that these contracts that we've made with the dark forces. So we will be also invoking our I am presence. So we are going to be in a very, very powerful place when we do the exercises. And we'd like to remind you that you can repeat these exercises anytime on your own, whenever you want. You know, the more often, the better. These sessions are recorded. But you should always, always respect the protocol by doing the protection meditation, the contract cancellation, and do things as we present them in this order. We present them in this order for a reason. And we do just ask that you do these protocols first. So let us start with protecting ourselves. This is a very powerful meditation, one that we'd like to suggest that you do every day. You can find this in many languages on the We Love Mass Meditation YouTube channel. So we're simply going to, for 7 minutes, we're going to listen to the guided audio. You're going to close your eyes and visualize yourself surrounded in a semi-permeable egg shield of protective light. So for 7 minutes, let us just relax, close our eyes, and become fully protected.
Relax your body, emotions, and mind by focusing on your breath or in any other way that works for you. Visualize a brilliant white vortex of light emanating from your soul star chakra,
moving in a clockwise direction downwards throughout your body, purifying the energy fields of your physical, plasma, etheric, emotional, and mental bodies. Maintain this vortex by connecting it to the source of universal light and program it to maintain all your energy bodies purified. Visualize an egg-shaped, semi-permeable mirror shield around your auric field of your physical, plasma, etheric, astral, and mental bodies. This mirror shield allows all positive energies into your energy field, but reflects and bounces all negative energies back to their source. Program this mirror shield to alert you when any type of negative energy is directed your way, and let it reflect it back to its origin. Visualize light rearranging all parts of yourself and all parts of your energy fields back into a state of balance and harmony. While doing this, you can hum the mantra Om, because Om is the primeval sound of light, and its resonance will restore harmony most effectively.
And welcome back. A reminder that you can do this meditation every day. It's a great way to start your day. It's a great way to end your day. And you will find that meditation on the We Love Mass Meditation YouTube channel in many languages. And so let us move on now to our second exercise. And for this one, we will be invoking command 1221. This is a very powerful command. You may be already using this, but I'm going to have Cindy come on. She's going to explain it a little bit more, and then she will be guiding us through this exercises. Hi, Cindy.
So I'm going to explain you the Pleiadian protocol, command 1221. So Pleiadians have released some protocols to heal humanity during different situations. Let's use these protocols to get helped. A special surface task force has been formed on the motherships of the light forces, with global teams working on the planetary energy grid and personal teams working on assisting the individual light workers and light wires, monitoring and evaluating their developments and preparing them for contact. Each of us is linked to a multidimensional Pleiadian galactic team who uses Stardust technology to scan us remotely and assist us. So, the command 1221 has two main functions. The first one is to help us, to assist us, even in case of emergency. If you wish a personal team to be formed for you and assist you, you need to say the following protocols 3 times. Command 1221. The first time you say this, a personal team will be formed, and each time you invoke the protocol, after that, your personal team will check your status and help you whenever and however they can. So the command 1221 also has a communication function. You can use it to communicate with your team. You can make requests, thank your team, or just talk to them. You have 2 ways to invoke this protocol. You can repeat 3 times in a row in your head, command 1221, or you can repeat 3 times in a row out loud, command 1221. It is more efficient to say it out loud. When you use this protocol out loud, articulate well and feel what is happening throughout your body. With the vibration and energetically and mentally speaking and physically speaking. So now we are going to let you 1 minute to repeat 3 times in a row in your head or out loud, command 1221.
Thank you so much, Cindy. I love the way that you describe that and explain this to us. This is a very powerful command. We have invoked our personal teams. And what I always like to do is just for a moment after we do this is to visualize all of us positioned around the planet with our powerful light teams behind us. And now visualize the circle of all of these teams of light uniting, forming a huge grid, a light grid around the planet. Uniting ourselves and uniting our teams. Feel the power in all of these beautiful, beautiful beings of light gathered together, united, all for the very purpose of supporting us and loving us and protecting us. Very beautiful. So, well, now that we've got the whole gang with us, let's continue. We're in a very powerful place right now. I hope you guys can feel that. I know I just got goosebumps. So I hope you can feel the power in what we're doing here. So we're going to move on now to another very powerful, our third preparation exercise. This one is very, very powerful, connecting to our I am presence. And for this exercise, I am turning this over to Agnes, who will be guiding us through this one.
Yes.
Hi, Agi.
Hi, Deborah. Thank you. So we are going to connect to our I am presence with this exercise. And with this, we can legitimate the contract cancellation that we all have with the dark forces. And we will do this contract cancellation in the next step. And also with this exercise, we can reconnect to the source, because the implant in our forehead is designed to separate us from the source and from the I am presence. But now we can reconnect with this exercise. So I'm going to say 2 invocations very slowly, and you can repeat them after me if you can say it out loud. The first is: the technology of the light forces, the pillar of pure white light. So I call upon the pillar of pure white light to descend upon me and to form around me. I call upon the presence of the I am that I am. I ask the presence of the I am that I am to join and merge with me. And the next step is going to be a visualization, when we visualize that the energy of love and light clear our higher chakras and help us connecting and merging with the I am presence. And then we connect to the core of Gaia. We all have higher chakras above our head. You can see them on the screen. I will say this invocation and you can repeat it again. I go slowly. I visualize and call upon the energy to move upward inside the pillar of light, in the direction of higher light, through my crown chakra at the top of my head. Energize my chakras one by one. Energize my 8th chakra. Energize my 9th chakra. Energize my 10th chakra. energize my 11th chakra. And energize my 12th chakra. In my 12th chakra, I meet, merge, and unite with the I Am presence. I bring back the presence and imbue my body with the presence from the top of my head all the way to the bottom of my feet. And all the way to the core of Mother Earth. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Augie.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful meditation. We love this one. And there is a playlist for this in various languages. It's actually a longer version of this, what we just did, of this meditation, that can also be found on the We Love Mass Meditation YouTube channel. So we encourage you to do this one as well every day. Again, another great way to start your day, to end your day before you go to sleep at night. So please check those out. Okay, so we are prepared to now move on to doing the actual core exercises. And for these, you will need something to write with, paper and pen or pencil. So please make sure you have that handy, because we are actually going to be writing some things out. The first thing is our contract cancellation. We will be presenting a contract cancellation exercise. You're going to be writing it out and then reading it out loud to yourself. Not to us, but to yourself. And then we will be doing the first of the triangulation exercises. We will be writing the words, I am God, I am not God, over and over on a piece of paper. And I will explain more how that works. And same with the triangulation horizontal implant clearing. This is for the implant located in our solar plexus area. And we will be writing the words, sex is love, sex is not love, over and over again. So let us begin with the contract cancellation. And for this, we will be writing these words. And again, for those of you, our international audience, if you would like to find this in one of the languages that we had posted earlier, please check out that website that we had posted earlier. It's also in the description. And so we are going to be writing this contract out on a piece of paper. And it goes like this. In the name of the I am that I am, in the name of the divine soul presence that I am, I cancel and nullify all my contracts and agreements in the past, present, and future made between any part of my being and the dark forces. I decree and I command that all consequences of these contracts and agreements are null and void and are completely and permanently erased from my reality. I am now a sovereign and free being of light from now and for all eternity. So be it, and so it is. And then you will sign your name at the bottom. So we're going to give you 8 minutes. We'll put on some music, and all you need to do on your paper is write out this contract cancellation. And then a very powerful step afterwards is to read it out loud. And we ask that you read it with as much feeling, as much conviction as you possibly can. Remember, emotion, when attached, when involved in the manifestation process, helps to bring things to fruition. So we need to invoke that emotion that comes with it. So please say it like you mean it. Say it out loud. If that means you need to go in a private room and close the door and say it out loud, that will really, really give it a lot more impact if you can really, really put some energy and some emotion behind it. So we're going to give you 8 minutes to write out contract cancellation, write it out, sign your name, and then make sure you say it out loud. And we'll see you back here in 8 minutes. Okay, and welcome back after doing that very, very powerful exercise. If you would like to share some of your experiences that you're having during these sessions, we do invite you to put them in the chat. We can share them. I wanted to share one that Ancient Goddess had shared earlier about Command 1221. She said, when I called Command 1221, my beautiful and lovely cat came to assist me. Isn't that a nice sign? That is definitely a very good sign. Yes. Cindy had pointed out that cats can transmute energies, and I agree. And Claire had also said, that's wonderful. Cats sense and see what we don't. So absolutely. Yeah, that's, we love our animal friends. So would anyone like to share their experience of canceling the contract? We will also take comments afterwards too and talk about some of these. So I wanted to remind you that this is something that you can do also. We do ask you to keep this, what you just wrote down, and carry around with you, or put it on your desk or next to your bed, or it's something that you can reference throughout your day. Again, start your day with it, end your day with it. It's just important to read this out loud, again, if you can, as often as possible. So this is something that you can keep if you want, and we do suggest that you do that. So let us move on to the triangulation exercises. Again, these are the primary exercises that work to dissolve the implants, and they can be a little confusing. So I'd like to explain how they work. In these exercises, you will be writing two contradictory statements. And the reason that we do it this way is so by writing two contradictory statements, you decrease the implant's effects in your mind by placing it in the other polarity. So for instance, with the vertical implants, and remember, these are the ones that are placed, the two that are placed above your eyebrows. These were placed here by the dark forces to create the primary belief that we all have that I am not God. That's their purpose. So when you write out the statements, when you write out, I am God, I am not God. So let's first start with when you write, I am God, and you put yourself in that state. And when we say put yourself in that state, we mean to really feel what it feels like. What do you feel like when you write the words, I am God? And so just for a moment, feel that. And then immediately after that, you write, I am not God. And you do the same thing. You put yourself in that state and feel what it feels like when you write, I am not God. What you're doing is you're bringing your mind into both alternate states, which then begin to dissolve the implants. And the same thing holds true for the horizontal implant. That's the one above your navel. And this one was planted here to program us with the basic message that sex is not love. So again, when we write the two alternating affirmations, sex is love and sex is not love, you decrease the effect of the implant and it begins to clear. And again, just like what we were saying before, with everything that we do, we want to feel into it. We want to feel what it feels like because it's that extra energy from those emotions that give it the extra charge. So it's almost like we're taking a +1 and a -1 and we're going to zero. We're neutralizing these implants so that we can be our fullest expression of who we truly are. Because with these implants, we cannot. We are able to be influenced and all mind controlled and that kind of a thing. So what we want to do is get to a place of neutrality, and that's exactly what this does. So the first one we're going to be doing is the I am God, I am not God. And we would like to suggest to you, if the word God does not resonate with you, you can change whatever you would like to say. I am one with the source. I am not one with the source. I am goddess. I am not goddess. However, whatever resonates with you. And so we want to have you write in your own language, if possible. That's really going to be best to write whatever your native language is for this one, the words I am God, I am not God. And again, you're going to put the feeling and emotion, you're going to have the intention behind it. So it's not important how many times you write it, but that you continue to alternate the statements and feel into it. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to give you 8 minutes. We'll put on some music and you're going to be writing, I am God, I am not God, or again, whatever resonates with you is the best way of saying this. And we'll meet you back here in 8 minutes. Okay, and welcome back. How are we feeling? All right, we are going to move on to our final exercise, and that one is exercise 6. This is the same exact idea, triangulation, where we do 2 alternating contrasting statements. This time we will be saying, writing, and you can say it out loud too if you want, but we will be writing sex is love, sex is not love. And you'll want to be sure to write that in your native language if possible, if that resonates with you. And just so that it has the most impact, so that you can completely feel it, because feeling is so very, very important with these triangulation exercises. You're going to do the same thing. And this particular exercise can oftentimes bring up emotions, repressed emotions, past energetic ties, for both women and men. So we'll do the same thing. We'll take 8 minutes, give you a chance to do this. You're going to be writing sex is love, sex is not love. And again, feel what it feels like to write each one. Do some deep breathing. That was suggested by Prepare for Change Toronto. Thank you. And then Claire had also pointed out that, just pausing in between and noticing the difference between how you feel between each statement. So, and I do want to give a shout out to a couple team members, Babette and Claire, who are helping us in the chat today. So thank you. And so let's move on to exercise number 6. This is our last one. And we will be writing out for 8 minutes. Sex is love. Sex is not love. Thank you. Okay, and welcome back. How did that feel? Would anyone like to share their feelings or experiences with us? And if so, please just write it in the chat. And if you could write it in English, that would really help me to share your comment if you would like that. So that would be really great. And yeah, these will bring up feelings either while you're doing them, the actual exercise, or possibly even throughout the week. You might find that certain thoughts, feelings, insights come up. These exercises also tend to bring up a lot of insights. I always find that I realize various things. It's a great way to even sort of supplement your shadow work, your clearing process. We've been, not only in this lifetime, but we've had many, many lifetimes that we're still holding energy from, and ancestral energy that we're holding, and collective energy that we're holding. And especially around these two topics of being connected to source and about our sexuality, the division of sex is love and sex is not love. And so there's been many wounds in all of those areas. So yeah, it's really important that we are kind to ourselves. We have compassion with ourselves. This is healing work, not just for us, but for the planet and for humanity. And so we do encourage you to drink lots of water after these sessions. Remember, you are clearing, and our physical bodies will carry a lot of that energy. And so we want to remove that. Some people even suggest maybe taking an Epsom salt bath, or you just want to make sure that you're clearing. I would love to share some of the comments that people are stating. Ren has said, it was as if I was in the sea being carried by waves up and down, and began writing smaller and smaller. Oh, that's interesting. So maybe you were feeling the diminishing impact of the implants. So that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. So then let's see what else. So Francois said, difficult to remain focused, have to recenter very often. Oh, yes. Doesn't that happen quite often to us when we do this work? That right there is, you are experiencing the impact of that implant, the implants in the head, where we are pulled away from this work and what we're trying to do. So it is good to recenter. So thank you for pointing that out. Grounding and recentering yourself. Very, very good. Excuse me. Shadazar said, and welcome back, Shadazar. Good to see you here again today. I started to tear up a little while writing Sex is Love, Sex is Not Love. I have to tell you, I tear up almost every time when I do that one. So thank you for sharing this. This one holds a lot of energy. As I said, a lot of even ancestral and collective energy. So you're clearing. So thank you for doing that work for not just yourself, but for so many. And Claire said, I felt such a beautiful feminine energy flowing when writing Sex is Love. When writing Sex is Not Love, it felt colder. Thank you for sharing that, Claire. I exactly have very similar experiences, and I'm sure you're sharing what a lot of people are feeling when they're doing this, and bringing out that beautiful feminine energy, that beautiful goddess, divine feminine energy that is so lacking on this planet, that is about sex is love. And so the programming for Sex is Not Love needs to go away, and really bringing in that divine feminine. So thank you for sharing that, Maria has said thank you, and we say thank you for attending. Stay in your path. Great to see you here again also. I felt my body was expanding and shrunk when writing Sex is Love, Sex is Not Love. What a great way to experience that with almost actual physical, you were feeling it into your body. So that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Randali, I got crazy nails headache. I'm not sure what that means, but again, doing this work, yeah, it can bring up headaches and pressure in the head, and this is why it's really good to keep the water flowing during and after, and even if you can, I know it's late for some of you, but get outside, go look at the stars or catch some fresh air. If it's daytime for you, go out and feel the sun or the fresh air on your face. So let's see. I'm not sure how to say this name. I'll call you Holu. Very strong and beautiful experience today when writing I Am Goddess. Ooh, I love that. I saw myself glowing with light, like I can do anything. When writing I Am Not Goddess, I was all gray and dull. Oh, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. I love that. You beautiful, glowing goddess you. So keep shining that light. And let me see if there are other comments. Really appreciate you guys sharing how you're feeling. I'm not sure if I shared this before, Randali. It was quite a relief. So thank you so much, everyone, for sharing your beautiful comments, even Infinity. Thank you, Debbie and team. Blessings. Aw, thank you. Oh, and you call me Debbie. That's what my parents call me. So that's super cute. Okay. So we will, I'd like to point out, and we can do some more comments too, and just chat a little bit at the end. That as I mentioned before, let me just remove this comment. Sorry. Okay, there we go. So let me just move the slide. There we go. Sorry. So doing these exercises just once will likely not be enough to remove the implants. I stated that early on. But as you are witnessing yourself, powerful healing can occur during a session. And remember that if done consistently over time, the effects of the clearing will increase, especially as the light forces gain momentum in their clearing process also. So this is why it is so very important that we do these on a regular basis and that you attend on a regular basis, so that we can keep the momentum you build each and every time that you do it. So I'm not sure if there is any more. I'll continue to post some questions or comments as they show up. And I would like to also share when our next session is. Put this on your calendar. Please spread the word. Remember, the more people that attend this, the more powerful these are. There is power in numbers. And it's really important that we gather here. I mean, these are great to do on your own. Okay. There is you can supplement this work very much by doing these on your own. But when we gather together, especially live like this, and do these, we create a huge force field, and the impact is so much powerful for everyone attending. So that's what we want to do is really have you here on a regular basis, participating and also spreading the word on your social sites that we are doing this work. These sessions are free. We're a volunteer team because we want to do this. And I know you're volunteering your time to be here to do this. So we are working together to not only heal ourselves, but heal the planet. And so, put that date, Wednesday, December 15th, on your calendar. We will be taking a break during the holidays, so we'll give you that January date for the next session. But let us continue. I just want to, and to keep up when we're doing all the sessions and anything else, we post information on the Victory of the Light Telegram channel, and as well as in the chat. If you haven't joined the chat yet, you'll want to do that. Very interesting, lively chat of light workers. And so please check that out. Victory of the Light with underscores is the channel, and Victory of the Light without underscores is the chat. So please look for it there. And of course, our friends at We Love Mass Meditation have a page there dedicated to our implant sessions. So I will tell you, we are collecting testimonies that we will be posting on various sites. That was one of the things that Cobra had mentioned to me during our interview, was that he was suggesting that we collect people's experiences of having these of doing these implant sessions. And so if you would like to post your experience in our chat right here, otherwise on the Victory of the Light chat, we will be collecting those your testimonials, basically. And so let's share the impact that this work is having. And I want to talk about some really, really important things coming up. Before I'll share a little bit more from the Cobra interview, but I'd like to, the reason we did the interview was to talk about this very global important event coming up on the solstice, which is our divine intervention activation. This is on December 21st, which is the solstice, and we are doing a global mass meditation at 4 p.m. UTC. So that's going to be 11 a.m. New York time, 5 p.m. Paris time. And actually, for those people in the Asian area and Australia, New Zealand area, it will be early in the morning, the next morning of December 22nd. And so you're going to want to put this on your calendar. This is super important, which you'll hear more about once the interview is released, of why this is so important. But we're doing it as a two-step process. So there is a planetary liberation petition. And I know it sounds a little bit silly to sign a petition to communicate with galactic beings, which is what we're doing with this activation. We are asking for divine intervention and galactic intervention. And so Cobra explains why it's so important that we do this petition. And we're going to need 144,000 signatures by December 1st to trigger this desired exopolitical event. And so we want to, there are 2 sites open now for this petition because, of course, they keep getting hindered and taken down. So if you go to one of those sites and it's not up, you can, there's one at the petitionsite.com and there's one at change.org.com. But you're going to want to make sure you sign this only once. Please do not sign it more than twice. Do not sign both locations. And if you've signed it years ago, then we need to then you don't need to sign it again. And so the second step, of course, is going to be the meditation itself. So this 2-step trigger, and this has never been done before, it will have the maximum effect on the planetary situation. So please, please, please spread the word, mark your calendar. And to assure that we do have 144,000 people or more participating in the meditation on the 21st, and we have that many people signing the planetary liberation petition, we are doing a booster meditation. And that is coming up soon. That's coming up this week. And it's early in the morning for those people here in the United States area, in the hemisphere, here in on my side of the world. So it'll be 2:25 a.m. New York time and 9:35 a.m. Paris time. And again, it will be later for those in the Asian and Australia area. So you're going to want to do this booster meditation. We need as many people as possible doing this. We're using the energy of the solar eclipse to visualize reaching the critical mass for the intervention and for signing the petition. So please spread the word, mark your calendar. We Love Mass Meditation is doing a live stream for this. And we want to make sure that you either are joining that live stream or you're doing it on your own. And I love what Jay said about 12/21. December 21st is also 12/21. Yes. So beautiful synchronicity there. And so again, you can find all information at 2012portal.blogspot.com or at welovemassmeditation.com. So please check that out. And I just want to catch up with the comments here and see if there's, let's see. Thank you. Oh, Bella's saying thank you. Magdolna, thank you. Love and light. Shedazar, could you repost the interview on Victory of Light chat channel? We'll post a link to them. So definitely. Very good. Thank you for that reminder. We will definitely post it there. It'll be posted in many places. So don't yet know when it will be released in due time. So you'll be informed of all of that. So okay. So you know what? I just want to I just want to share. Would anyone like to hear a little bit more? I can't share a whole lot yet, but would anyone like to hear a little bit more of some little tidbits from the interview? It's a little bit of a inside scoop. Let me just see how much time we have. I know we want to wrap this pretty soon. Esther says yes. Shedazar, yes. Okay, so thank you. I did want to share in reference to the implants. I wanted to share what he had said about he couldn't speak a lot about the state of the toplet bombs, which if you follow his intel, you know that is and has been the biggest obstacle to the event happening. But as he had pointed out before, the light forces have done a really good job in removing the toplet bombs from the various non-physical planes. And the only area where there still are toplet bombs remaining is in the energy fields of humanity. And these are attached to our implants. And so this is why it's, the event is not able to be triggered, is because these still exist. And so I had asked him if doing this dissolving implant sessions would help remove these toplet bombs. And he had said that because they're so dangerous, these sessions cannot actually remove these bombs. However, it just because they're so they can be ignited very easily, I get from what I understand, but they are helping to give them access, if I understand that right. And again, we just spoke yesterday, and I haven't had a chance to re-listen to the interview, and we're working on the transcript as well. But it helps them. It gives them better access to be able to work on these toplet bombs by the work that we're doing, dissolving the implants. So I found that really, really interesting, that it's sort of like a unlocking thing to give them more access. So again, just reinforcement that what we're doing is still really, really powerful. And as I pointed out earlier, he was just, and you can hear it in his voice when he was saying, I made a comment just about, how important the role of the light workers are on the planet. And he said something like, yeah, light workers have no idea how important what they're doing is. And he also explained how the delay of the event and the whole situation with the virus, how these mass meditations that we do have really helped deter so many catastrophic things on the planet. He literally said we would not be here talking today if we had not been doing these mass meditations. This is how powerful they are, and that I'm trying to remember that the part of the problem is light workers. There's a lot of infighting. There's a lot of light workers not waking up. There's a lot of ego amongst light workers. There's a lot of light workers not doing their mission. In other words, we're not doing what we came here to do. And this was why the whole craziness of the pandemic was allowed to go out of control. We were able to deter other things like catastrophic wars and such. But the timing of what happened with the pandemic was also tied into some I'll use the word dysfunction in the light worker community. And so that had kind of created a hole where the pandemic could sort of gain roots. And so this is why it is so important that we do this work, and as many people as possible do the work, and that the light workers are waking up and doing our mission. I know sometimes we feel super helpless, like what can we do? But we have to remember we've incarnated here lifetime after lifetime for this reason. And I say we because I believe that everybody that is listening right now is a light worker. You are a star seed. You would not be doing this work. You would not be interested and passionate about this work if you were not a light worker. And so it is so important that we do continue to hold the light. He did say things will continue to be chaotic. We are not yet on the other side of this at all. We are in that boiling point of the nucleation phases, and that it is so important that throughout this, no matter what is going on around us, that we continue to hold the light, keep our vibration high. This is what we've been called to do. This is why we are here. We are being asked to step up, do our shadow work, do our inner healing, whatever we need to do ourselves to keep our vibration high, to not get caught up in all of the disinformation that's out there and the craziness that's out there, and simply and he said this before, to find the joy in our life, to make our own lives as good as we possibly can, and to really, really hold that light. That is the most important thing that we can do right now, and to get others to hold their light. We've all witnessed people are being triggered. People are, and it sounds like this could magnify until the breaking point, until the breakthrough. And so it's time, gang. It's time to really step up and do this work. So I just ask you to, and the whole team, on behalf of the entire Victory of the Light team here, we ask you to really, really continue to hold the light, stay strong. We have each other, and we will get through this. There is no doubt that the light wins. Okay. It is 100% guaranteed. Again, it's a matter of when, but we have to trust, and the better we behave, the sooner it happens. So please, let's be our best self. Let's really remember why we're here. what our purpose is. And again, we're all going to have moments where we're not strong, and where we need, at that point, reach out to, again, that Victory of the Light chat channel is great. If anyone needs a little extra support, we're here for each other. We have Sisterhood of the Rose groups around the planet. You can check those out on sisterhoodoftheRose.network website. If you can connect with a group, they're very supportive and very loving. Into the new year, we are also going to be doing a similar live stream with Sisterhood of the Rose on a regular basis. So pay attention for those. There are Tachyon chambers around the planet that are really beneficial too. Wearing a Sintamani stone or having one near you, bearing one. And if you'll recall, on a recent update, Cobra said that there are ones available for those light workers that cannot afford them. And Shazar, let's answer your question. Well, I think I did. Yeah, we will be reposting on the Victory of the Light channel at least a link. There'll be you'll find it. Cobra will post about it, so he'll have links as to where it's going to be. And let me see. May, can you just remove that comment so I can just keep chatting here? And because there's some really good comments here. Stay in your past said, thank you for that reminder. Glad that helped. Oh, wow. Esther, she was born on 12/21. How cool for you. Or I'm not sure if that was Rendani that was, or if that was Esther, but happy birthday. What a miraculous day. I think it was Rendani that was born on 12/21. Yeah, you're gonna have a great birthday. So we send you much birthday love. And let me just see here other comments. Thanks for all this clearing of implants this evening due to bad internet. I missed some of it, but I could do thanks to Reg. Okay. Yeah. And this reminds me, someone had asked, because they came in a little bit later. It is really important that you are able to be here as much as possible for the entire session, especially for the protection part in the beginning, the preparation exercises that we do. So please try to be here for the entire session. And you don't have to be here, for the first 5 minutes or so if you've heard the explanation of the implants. But once we get into the protection protocols, it's very important that you're here. And if you do jump in late, please make sure that you've done your own protection. Put a violet flame around yourself. Do your pillar of light, connect your I am presence, whatever you can do so that you are protected and prepared before doing this work. And so let me just see if there's any other comments I would like to share. Let's keep on working. Yes, thank you, Adriana. Thanks to your great team that encouraged us to go, go, go. Yes, we are go, go, go. We are on a high-speed path to planetary liberation and the breakthrough. And I will tell you, it is a high-speed path. So let's just keep going. Cobra did say that right now we're sort of at he said we're at a war, but there is definitely a tug of war. We're at like a tug of war between the light and the dark forces. And there will be times where it looks like the dark is winning and times where it looks like the light is winning. And that's why we are so needed for that extra boost, that extra charge that the light forces need. If you can visualize a tug of war and us winning this tug of war, we are standing behind the light forces. All of the work that we're doing is really helping us. If you visualize us with our arms wrapped around their waist and our arms wrapped around each other, and we're really pulling and tugging, and that's what's going on. Is we need to help them pull and tug for us to pull us over that finish line. So we are in go, go, go point. Let's see. Agnes says, great input. Ask your team, your 1221 team for a healer. He or she will show up, just the healer you need. And you might be referring to Sisterhood of the Rose too. But I feel like you're also talking about our 1221 teams. And yeah, thank you, Claire, for your beautiful comment. Beautiful energy, everyone. Thank you for being here for this important work. Thank you, everyone. Anna Maria, thank you for being here. So beautiful to see you all here. Oh, Esther's clarifying that you guys both have birthdays on the 21st. So yay. That's beautiful. Let's see here. Ruby has said gratitude. A lot of debris of karmic relationships and lessons surfacing, purging. Today started well. By the evening, oops. So we're having some purging there going on, Ruby. So thank you for sharing that. Take good care of yourself, please, everybody. This is important work we're doing. Take good care of yourself. Michelle says, thank you, 12, for this session. I enjoyed it. Yeah, and remember, you can go back and listen to the recorded video too, and do the session fully yourself on your own if you've missed any of it. And Agi's confirmed, yeah, she's talking about your 1221 team. So if you need a healer, call it in. So important that we do our healing work, because we are strong, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna get through this, and just again, be your best self. I'm gonna wrap this session. I appreciate your extra time for listening, and just for your commitment to doing this work. You guys are all so beautiful. You touch our hearts by being here every single time, and we hope that we touch yours as well, just by sharing this love and this beautiful energy and all of this great work with you. So we will see you again in 2 weeks. Reminder, please do the booster meditation coming up this Saturday on the 4th. Go to welovemassmeditation.com to find out your time zone. But let's do this. Let's solidify that we're going to have 144,000 people. And I will tell you, and I shared this in the interview that I was doing with Cobra. We were chatting, and I was guided to look at what time it was, and guess what time it was? My time. It was 1:44, and we were literally just talking about reaching critical mass, that we needed 144,000 signatures by December 21st, and we needed 144,000 people at least meditating. And I looked down, and it said it was 144. And then one more coincidence, when I stopped the recording, it was a long interview, I will tell you. Guess how long the interview was? 1 hour and 44 minutes. I kid you not. And so we have a lot of beautiful affirmations that we're going to do this. We're going to secure this. Yes, see you on the live stream. Thank you, Ancient Goddess. We will see you there. No matter what time it is so important that we show up. So great. All right, everyone. We are going to say thank you again. We love you. We appreciate you. And we want to say victory of the light. And again, if you have testimonies, we'll leave the chat open for a couple minutes. If you'd like to share your experiences of these implant sessions, we're going to be collecting them over the next few weeks. So please share with us what you're feeling and what your experience is. So again, thank you so much, and victory of the light.